Good evening, this is Majo Television coming to you live. I am Comfort or OSINNAIKE. Here are tonight's breaking stories making headlines across the globe, Africa, Nigeria, and here in Ondo State. We take the headlines. Charlie Kirk killer, suspect identified and arrested. Nepal protest turned violent, former First Lady injured. 48 hours after truce, NUPENG threatens to resume strike. Secondary schools with unqualified teachers to lose WAEC and NECO accreditation. Ex-Super Eagles start demand NFF board quits if Nigeria fails to qualify. Ban on graduation ceremonies for nursery and JSS 3 students. APC chieftain criticizes giveaway politics, praises Ayedatiwa governor's approach. The news in detail. Utah Governor Spencer Cook has confirmed 22-year-old Tyler Robinson as the prime suspect in Charlie Kirk's killing. Robinson was arrested in Washington County after being turned in by someone close to him. Authorities say evidence including prints, surveillance video, and a rifle links him to the attack. Governor Cook
After the shooting, we were able to track his movements as he moved to the other side of the building, jumped off of the building, and fled off of the campus and into a neighborhood. Our investigators have worked through those neighborhoods, contacting anybody they can with doorbell cameras, witnesses, and have thoroughly worked through those communities, trying to identify any leads.
This morning I can tell you that we have recovered what we believe is the weapon that was used in yesterday's shooting. It is a high-powered bolt-action rifle. That rifle was recovered in a wooded area where the shooter had fled. The FBI laboratory will be analyzing this weapon. Investigators have also collected footwear impression, a palm print, and forearm imprints for analysis.
Before we begin, let me express the horror and grief so many Americans at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk have felt. Charlie was a giant of his generation, a champion of liberty, and an inspiration to millions and millions of people. Our prayers are with his wonderful wife, Eric, and his beautiful children. Fantastic people they are. We miss him greatly, yet I have no doubt that Charlie's voice and the courage he put into the hearts of countless people, especially young people, will live on.
Called the shooting a watershed moment, while Donald Trump and other leaders condemned it and demanded accountability. Formal charges are expected within 3 days as investigators probe Robinson's motive. Nepal former First Lady Rabi Lakshmi Chitraka, wife of ex-Prime Minister Jalanath Khanna, was seriously injured when protesters set a residence in Kathmandu on fire during anti-government demonstrations. Hospital officials confirmed she sustained severe burns but is now in a stable condition at Kitsipor Burn Hospital. The attack followed violent protests triggered by a controversial social media ban, which has since been lifted. Clashes have left more than 300 people injured nationwide. While political leaders condemn the attack as inhuman, can now appeal for peace and restraint. The Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers has threatened to resume action, accusing Dangote Refinery management of violating the agreement reached with the union and the federal government. Barely 48 hours after suspending its nationwide strike, the union alleged that Dangote management breached a recent deal guaranteeing workers the right to unionize. NUPEG claims senior executive ordered truck drivers to remove union stickers and use security forces to intimidate members. The earlier truce was brokered by the federal government and the DSS with an MOU signed to resolve the crisis. But with the alleged breach, NUPEG has placed its members on red alert, warning that fuel supply could be disrupted if the issue is not resolved. The Federal Ministry of Education has warned that secondary schools with uncertified teachers will be banned from serving as examination centers for national exams including WAEC and NECO. In a memo signed by Minister Dr. Tunji Alausa, the minister sets compliance deadlines and transitional measures for currently uncertified teachers. Accreditation will now depend on confirmation by the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria that schools employ properly registered and licensed staff. The new policy, which takes full effect in 2027, ties exam center status to teacher certification. Officials say the move addresses poor learning outcome linked to unqualified teachers and aims to professionalize the workforce while safeguarding exam integrity. Former Super Eagle captain John Obi Mikel has issued an ultimatum to the Nigerian Football Federation if the team fails to qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The entire board must resign. Speaking on his Obi-Wan podcast, Mikel accused the NFF of poor leadership and said the board must be held accountable for repeated failures. While acknowledging the role of players, he insisted the greater responsibility lies with football administrators. His remarks have reignited debates about governance and accountability in Nigerian football. Some former players and analysts have echoed his call, urging structural reforms, not just at board level, but also in technical management and player support. Moving on to Ondo State. The Ondo State Ministry of Education has banned graduation ceremonies for nursery pupils and JSS 3 students. The directive, part of a wider effort to regulate private schools and re-accredit them, restricts graduation events to final year classes only. Authorities argue that only stage ceremonies place unnecessary financial pressure on parents and distract from academic focus. Enforcement teams will be deployed to ensure compliance and sanction schools that ignore the new rules. APC chieftain Dr. Sylvester Olumuyiwa Adu has criticized what he called the rising culture of giveaway politics, where food and handouts are used to woo citizens. He praised Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa for prioritizing infrastructure, durable roads, and long-term development projects over short-term populist measures. Dr. Adu stressed that true governance is about policies that endure beyond election cycles and deliver lasting economic and social benefits. And that was the news on Majo television. Thank you for watching. I am Comfort Oshinnai.